We're back at Winmore today and we've got some more darts for you, but all of these darts are under £25. So if you're just starting out and you don't want to spend a lot of money, these might be the darts for you. But which ones could they be? You don't necessarily have to spend £100 on a set of darts used by a pro player, because with these examples, we can tell you that you can spend a quarter, if not less than that, to get what you require. We are going to start with the Rebels, so let's see what they can do. This is the Rebel dart, and it is a very uncomplicated design, but I'm sure a very popular one with a lot of people. It has a uniform ring grip from about 20% from the top of the barrel. It is a natural tungsten from top to bottom, no ink anywhere. So if you like an uncomplicated design, this could be the one for you. It's a slightly shorter barrel than some other types of this range as well. And it also has this rounded edge at the bottom. For someone who does throw from the bottom of the barrel, it's got a little bit of clearance here so your finger won't catch. So if you like this to be a little bit shorter, uniform grip, not too aggressive either, and actually quite smooth, then this one is a very, very good choice. Everybody wants to be a Rebel, right? Let's see what the Rebels are like. Now, in a somewhat weird way, these Rebels are cooperating. I didn't think Rebels were supposed to do that. The grip's nice and light. It's not too aggressive. Whereas this dart would maybe be a really good starting point for someone. You might graduate to something a little bit further down the track, but these darts that are under £25 are perfect places to start. To establish a relationship with grip technology, with shape of barrel, and you can take it to other darts potentially in the future, but start with this kind of thing. It's a really good place. This is the Defender dart, and this barrel is a little bit longer than you would associate with a standard cylindrical dart. It does have this slightly rounded edge towards the point, which is very popular for people who want to group their darts very close together because there's less chance of collision. But this grip pattern is very, very fine. Now, in your grip, you'll be able to feel it, but it's incredibly subtle. There's a break in the grip about a third from the top. So if you want a bit of grip towards the top of the barrel, if that's where you hold it with your thumb and forefinger, that is probably the right barrel for you if you like the feel of this dart. But what it gives you towards the bottom is a chance to put other parts of your grip on this barrel because there's plenty of tungsten to grip onto. A very good choice if you like a longer barrel, or if you like something like Davil Gurney uses. Somebody once told me that there's no defense in darts. Well, I subscribe to that, but there are defenders in darts. Let's see what these are like. The grip is very, very subtle. So if you don't want a lot of grip, but you still want to feel something, spot on. As well as the subtle grip on this, it's all about length of barrel. This one's just a little bit longer. When I've got darts like these in my hand, I feel like we need to get some Neil Diamond on. Nah, we'll save that for Davil Gurney. Not my usual thing, but sometimes you can be surprised. They're going in very straight. I like them. The razor edge dart. Now, this has a big difference to a lot of darts that you will see in this price range. It does have a straight edge at the bottom with a tapered barrel. So if you don't like to have much in the way of your grip at the bottom, this one tapers away very sharply, but it is smooth towards the black point, as you can see. But the main thing about this and why it's called razor's edge is that when you grip it, it is very aggressive in a sort of against the grain sort of way. The grip is going towards the top of the dart, So when you throw it, it's going to feel like it's sticking in your hand. But if you want a lot of grip, as some dart players have had over the years, this is an excellent choice in this price range. My initial thought on the Razor's Edge would be that it would stick in my grip a bit too much, but the cut on this grip technology on this barrel is not too deep. So it is aggressive, but it's not too aggressive. If you need the grain of this grip to go in a reverse way and you want to be throwing against that grain, this is the kind of dart you can try for very little money. There's also a taper towards the end of this barrel, and because of finger placement in the middle of the barrel, you might want grip there but not at the end. That smooth end to the barrel could be critical with that taper. Now, is there a Hellfire club in Stranger Things? I think there is, but if you want to join a club with a Hellfire dart, this might be the one for you. This is about as symmetrical as it gets, because the grip pattern is symmetrical from top to bottom, but the break in the grip is the same at the top as it is at the bottom. With this dart, I believe this is the perfect starter dart for anybody who's got medium-sized hands, because it's not a particularly long dart, it's not a short dart, it's somewhere in the middle. So if you want to find out with a starting point dart, this is probably going to be the one for you. I like this one, and it's very reminiscent of some darts that have been used by the greats over the years. So this one I can't recommend enough. If I was going to buy a set of darts for somebody who was just getting into it, these are the kind of darts I would buy. It ticks a lot of boxes, this barrel. The grip pattern is uniform from top to bottom. It's a neutral length of barrel. I like the look of it. It ticks a lot of boxes. And I think if you're going to start anywhere, this is not a bad place to start, because there's nothing complicated about it. And because this shape of barrel has been around a long time, there's a reason for that. It's the kind of barrel that stands the test of time. That 180 proves it. These are the darts in the under £25 range, and we have looked at the Rebels, we looked at the Defenders, we looked at the Razor Edge and the Hellfire, and we've looked at the different grip patterns and the size of the barrels in this range as well. An ideal starting point if you don't want to part with too much cash as you're getting into the sport. But remember, if you go to reddragondarts.com, you can find all of these darts there, and your choice is waiting for you right there.